This is our 1965 Alladin trailer. Hi Bossanovas, this is Duke. You guys have been asking repeatedly if you could take a walk through, a look at our 1965 Alladin trailer. But before that, we're gonna spend about 30 seconds going through how we got it and how we wound up here today. 7 years ago, we purchased a 1966 Travelese. Lola was very excited. After tearing into it and working on it for over 6 months in our driveway, I quickly realized that this was beyond the scope of me. It looked great on the outside, it was dry rotted throughout the inside and needed a professional to get started on it. We met Downriver Trailers. They're an amazing couple that restore vintage trailers from the frame up. After 7 months of working on it, and the project was a week away from being finished, their entire shop burned to the ground with our trailer in it and a couple of others. So here we are today.
Hi, I'm Lola Bossanova, and this is our 1965 Alladin magic lamp. Her name is Jeannie.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Wow. How long have we had this magic lamp, Lola?
We have had this, we got this at the end of July, about 8 weeks.
Okay.
We got her and she was not in great shape. Nope. So we did a lot of work in the last like 7 weeks.
So I figured that we spent about 320 hours on this trailer so far, and it's about probably 70% of the way done.
Yeah, there's more to do.
But the inside had been painted a dark brown.
Yeah, and some tans.
And
browns
a lot
and tans.
of Western theme tacks everywhere.
Yes, Western theme. There were gun drawer pulls. Not really our scene.
Yeah.
Not our
Sorry.
style.
And then the outside of it was tan and like a gray.
Yeah, no, it was kind of a tan that had been brushed on. It was flat tan.
Yeah,
So
like
not
someone
pretty.
used house paint on it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then the window trims had a lot of paint on them.
Yeah.
And all of that. So yeah. Lola,
But look
of
at her
course.
now.
Yep. And then we refurnished these chairs just last week before coming here. They were all pretty ratty. We restained them and redid all the aluminum.
Yeah, made it nice and
Sure.
shiny. And our table, we just bought this chair, so we got to take it back and do the same
Just grab
thing
this
to
chair.
it.
We have to restore this one too.
Yeah.
This is a very, very, very small selection of our Mr. Miller glass. We have
We have
so
a
many
lot.
hundreds of glasses. We're like, hey, let's try some of that.
We packed a little bit to stage it, and then of course I collected the pinks. We have the pink Pullman, the pink thermos, pink ice crusher, and then I just got this little set today. Look at that. Pink and white.
Amazing. Yep.
So cute.
Gotta love the roly-polies.
Yes.
We have 3 sets of 12 of the
Always
roly-polies.
love the roly-polies.
Yep. Amazing. All right, Lola, you want to
So,
show everybody what you
real
did on the
quick,
inside? Okay, go
well,
ahead.
first I painted this. I painted it myself in a very dusty, windy driveway. But I used Rust-Oleum, thinned it down with some paint thinner, and put like 3 coats on of each color. Looks okay for a driveway roll-on paint job. Come on inside. So of course she's Jeannie, so we wanted to have like some magic.
There you go.
But come on in. It was already painted inside, so normally I wouldn't paint over pretty wood, but there was no pretty
we would
wood.
normally never ever paint white over pretty wood.
No.
But in this case, it had already been painted brown.
And it was dark, and I wanted something very, very bright and crisp.
The tabletop
So-
had 3 coats of paint put on it by the previous owners or owners.
Some owner.
And I uncovered a little spot of this underneath it. So I went and got a heat gun out and went to work, and about an hour and a half later, we uncovered that the tabletop was in absolutely pristine condition.
Yes, I mean,
Underneath
maybe
all
the
of it.
paint actually protected it, but it's in great shape.
Yep.
I made the curtains. We left the cushions for now because they aren't perfect, but at least they made, you know,
Yeah, those are the
they were
original
okay.
cushions, and they actually are in, as vintage
Not-
trailers goes, they're in pretty good shape.
Those aren't original. They went with the Western theme. So
You think?
Yeah. Oh yeah. We found the lights, different.
The lights, yeah, we had the lights that were in here were definitely like 80s style. That's the one I put in here. And we found these on Facebook Marketplace. Did all of this in about 7 weeks so far, like I said.
And this is all cabinet paint, so it's not gonna.
I had to tear out and replace the ceiling. Because as most of them are, they'll always tell you that they didn't ever rot, but yes, you'll find out that around this, they always are rotted and they have dry rot everywhere up in there.
So we had to replace all of it.
Yeah, all the way to the back. The front, also very common, the front was rotted out because underneath these big windows, they tend to rot out behind it. That's just wood frames back there, folks. It's not metal. So I had to repair all of that and seal it up.
Yeah.
Do a whole new front skin on that.
We decided we wanted a little color. Duke said I could do some pink, so we have some pink in here.
That's right.
I like to
Where Lola
collect
wants,
pink.
Lola gets.
Whatever Lola wants. Come on.
They had removed the stove from here, and all of the propane lines out of this entire thing had been torn out for some unknown reason. The sink's been removed, but the water tank's still down there underneath that. So we were talking about putting the stove back.
Yeah, well, we'll see what comes next. But this was just a quick
but at least
job.
The refrigerator is still here.
Yeah.
And it works.
And it works. I just put some vintage contact paper. I have to kind of redo it. It's a little bubbly, but it's vintage contact paper. Doesn't stick very well anymore. So, but it is vintage.
Kind of matches your dress.
I mean, I matched the trailer. So, yeah, we just put a nice comfy bed. It's a nice place for us to go and hang out at these rallies and events.
It's amazing, Lola.
It is. It takes a lot of work. So when people are like, oh, I want to get one of those. One, yes, if you can, do it. Because otherwise they're going to be rotting in a field. So go and get it. Save it.
But do understand that you need to get into the inside of them and find out what the frame, because they're all wooden frames. They may feel fine on the outside. They will definitely be rotted.
Really
on the
push
inside.
on things. You know, like we pushed on the ceiling and it went squished up, and we knew that
we were using like a pneumatic stapler, like they would put these things together with, and the pneumatic stapler was just shooting through this because there was nothing there. That's when I was like, okay, this wood is rotted. I've got to replace it.
Yeah, so you gotta check on, like, poke at things. When you go in here, open stuff, poke at it, sniff everything.
Look up inside, make sure it's not rotted up inside of there, because that'll hide it. Look up inside of these things, see like what's it actually look like, because like I said, once again, everyone will tell you that it's never leaked.
Yeah.
It will have always leaked.
Yeah.
Unless they were with it every day for 60 years, they don't know.
Or unless they kept it in like a barn or something.
Yeah,
but
correct.
Most of them didn't get kept there.
Yeah. So there you guys have it. So is the original magazine there.
Yeah. And it didn't have, because the sink got taken out, and this was obviously just
the original Alladin Magic
So
lamp
normally this would be routed out. I just painted it for now, but if we put a sink in, we'll router this out, so it's like it breathes that way.
There you go.
Bossanova.